With Toronto left out of stage 2 of Ontario's reopening, Yael Malkin's business continues to suffer because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the shutdown. Last week, Malkin put out a video expressing her frustration on Instagram, which has now received more than 20,000 views. Yael joins me now. She is the owner of Browse by Yael. Good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Marcia. How are you?
I'm doing well. So what compelled you to create this video?
Sheer frustration and just feeling insignificant. I think a lot of businesses feel the same way, and I can speak for a lot of us that it's just not fair and frustrating.
Not fair and frustrating. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, the fact that 250 businesses are now going to be reopening. I was fortunate enough to, put some money aside for a rainy day. Never expected it to be anything like this, but not rainy 3 months either. But a lot of people have closed down and will never be able to reopen. Businesses that have been open for 60, 20, 30 years, family businesses. And I've been quiet for so long, and I didn't want people to see me a certain way because I spoke out, because there's just been so much taboo about anyone who wants to speak out against for their freedom, and then they're called yahoos or whatever, just ridiculed. So I really held my tongue for a long time, and eventually I just couldn't. I had a call from a client that told me that she has 3 kids and she wants to commit suicide every morning. And for me, that was just so heartbreaking that it just clicked in of how long-term effects we're going to have with the things that we're going through, where Costco can be open, LCBO can be open, dispensaries can be open, Walmart, dollar store, are deemed essential, and we are not essential. And then I realized what's essential is putting food on your children's table and a roof over their head. That makes you essential. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So when you say unfair, and we hear you on all the businesses that have been able to open, your business involves very close contact. That's what makes your business what it is. To use an example that is more like what you do, and I'm thinking of acupuncture or massage, is that what you see as unfair, that those businesses can now have people come in, but you can't?
Or Botox or fillers or, there's lots of, we can put a mask on our client. We're working on their eyebrows. We are working on, I can wear a mask, they can wear a mask. We already have the protocol we have hospital grade disinfectants. We already wear gloves. We change them every time. We actually have proper protocol of glove and mask wearing and cleaning areas, unlike, let's say, Costco, that doesn't. When I see people walking around in masks and in gloves and they don't follow, I know what proper protocol is, and they don't follow proper protocol at all. And there's just almost no point of wearing the gloves and the masks because it's not done correctly. So if we can go to Costco and touch herbs with our gloves or our phones or our face or our cars, then people who, businesses that can follow proper protocol should be able to reopen. People that keep cleanliness, that disinfect, sterilize surfaces and whatnot,
Have you been in touch with anyone in the Premier's office? And if so, what do they say to you?
I haven't, but I have been in touch. I've had a few people reach out to me that were lawyers. There's another nonprofit group called Back to Work that has set up a program to help small businesses that are struggling with the COVID crisis. And there's been incredible support from my community and my followers, and just people that have reached out to me with stories that I can't even begin to grasp the impact that this will have on their lives. It's small businesses that may not mean something to someone else, but this is people's livelihoods, and it will never be rebuilt because
So are you looking to the 26th of June as a day where you can get some relief? What's your feeling
I'm
on that?
hoping for any day to get some relief, and I'm hoping for any day for all of us to get some relief. You know, I mean, I'm hopeful that that people are going to understand that what the lives that this is going to cost are not going to be due to COVID, because we have 500,000 people that have committed suicide this year alone. We have 25,000 people that are dying of hunger. We have a day, we have 1.2 million people who have died of alcoholism this year alone. So whose hands is their blood on? Do you know what I mean? Like, that is what frustrates me. And the video that I did was because I was just so angry and frustrated because I'm just feeling not heard, and we are not heard. And the fear is, you know, if someone told me every day, all day about the deaths that we have from alcohol, I probably wouldn't want to have a drink. So, and that's what's happening. But in reality, we aren't doing that. We're focusing on COVID, and I understand the I understand the weight of it, you know, but there are other things that are going to cause lifelong issues like domestic abuse, child abuse. I mean, all of those numbers are through the roof and no one talks about it. So when I feel like I cannot express myself, my first thing that I did was I felt, because I love my followers and they love me, I felt like I could speak my truth through this live, and I didn't care what it was going to cost me, because it came from light and it came from love and it came from a place of good, and I knew that that we are going to be heard because of that.
Yeah,
I hoped.
that was your intention.
Yeah.
All right, well, we will check in with you again. And in the meantime, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. I know a lot of people have watched your Instagram video, so thank you again. All the best.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.